Hey, what's up, guys? If you feel like you don't have enough cash to invest in real estate, then this video is specifically created for you. So I was asked recently in my private Facebook group, how did I buy 4 single-family houses so quickly and over the course of only 4 years? How did I save up enough cash to even invest in that many homes? Well, in this video, we're going to go over how you can save up a down payment a lot faster. We'll be specifically going through 4 strategies to save up faster for a down payment. The first strategy is focusing on your career. So I'm a pharmacist by trade. I actually not only just worked as a pharmacist when I got out, I not only worked 40 hours, I worked a second job as a retail pharmacist and as a hospital pharmacist. So I worked a ton of overtime. I would say 6 or 7 days a week. A lot of the days I'll be putting in 12 or 14-hour days. So I really was able to speed up how fast I could buy my first rental. And then after that, scale it because I had so much capital coming in from my job. So if you make less than 6 figures a year, this is the first step. I recommend you make sure you focus on your career and try to ask for promotions or try to show your skills, your maybe gain some skills, maybe get like for me, I got a doctorate degree, right, in order to make a consistent 6 figure income per year, ideally. Once you have that 6 figures, you have so much more capital to invest in real estate. Now, let's say you don't make that 6 figures and instead you borrow capital from other people like a partner. Well, taking on partners is a lot tougher because you don't even know how to master the real estate game. And so you're going in with a partner kind of blindly, and there's a chance that you might actually lose your partner's money, and you don't want to do that, right? Now you lost your partner's money and you're in debt, and you owe this person a lot of money. So I recommend, to get started into the real estate game, invest your own capital and make your own capital. So the second strategy I recommend, of course, is budgeting. So for me, I spend maybe 10% of my total after tax income on fun stuff like traveling, food, video games, right? And I save at least 50% or more of my after-tax income to invest in real estate down the road, because I know that real estate does require that large investment of capital to get started. So it's very important that you kind of make a habit of budgeting, because even though you make a lot more over time, people who don't know how to budget, they're just going to spend more. So you make more, you spend more, and then you get into the cycle where you're kind of stuck and you're never actually saving enough money to invest and grow that money and have that money make money. The third strategy I want to talk about is the stock market, index funds specifically. So I invested in a lot of index funds, and that has done very well for me throughout the years. A typical gain through the S&P 500, for example, is generally speaking around 7%, and that definitely beats inflation. Inflation's around 3%, so it makes a lot more sense. If you do have a good chunk of cash, if you're not putting it in real estate right away, go ahead and invest that into index funds so it doesn't lose money through inflation. Because every year, if you just keep your money in the bank, you're losing about 3% in inflation. The fourth strategy I use is, of course, once you are in the real estate game, make sure to reinvest your cash flow. So cash flow is basically your rental income minus your expenses, however much money is left over. If your rental income is $2,000, your expenses are only $1,000, while your cash flow is $1,000 per month. And so you can reinvest that. That's $12,000 per year. You can reinvest into your next house each year. And so it gets faster and faster and easier to buy each subsequent house after that. So I know it's a lot of money, that extra $1,000 per month, and it might be tempting to, spend it on crazy stuff like a fancy vacation or treat your girlfriend to fancy dinners and all that. And yes, there is a certain extent where you do want to treat yourself, but you do want to be smart about that, and you want to put the majority of those funds towards the next down payment on your next house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll release a new YouTube video every single week.